How's it going, everyone? I'm Bomberman Dan with Clan Dino Gaming, and I'm bringing you game number 3 of EGHuK vs Stardust from DreamHack Valencia, round of 16, and it's on Acheron Wastes. So, my voice is, getting pretty strained from all that good old casting, because the last two games were like 20 freaking minutes. You didn't even know it was 8 minutes. So EGHuK is going to be our red Protoss player again, spawning in the bottom right-hand side of Acheron Wastes. And Stardust is going to be our blue Protoss player, spawning in the top left-hand corner of Acheron Wastes. As of the date I'm recording this, Reddit's been all like, "Yo, I think myiStardust is gonna pick up Jockey, Jockey. I don't know how to pronounce it. There's a lot of J's. There's a K and an I. I think there's an A. But he wanted GSL. He was this Terran, right? He's on like NS Hosio or New Star Hosio. I'm not entirely sure. It's like this team. It's this ESF team, right? And they're like, they're all right. And by all right, I mean they get like all killed every single GSTL match. But that's besides the point. Because Jochki or Jochki, he's pretty good, right? Like he's no MVP. He's no MKP. But I mean, actually, he could be MVP. Long story short, they're gonna pick up this dude who wanted GSL. So that's pretty good. So they got their good old Kespa player, and they got their good old ESF player. So myiStardust, they're a powerhouse. They're gonna be the next EG. Picking up all the Koreans. Because EG likes to buy their way to victory. So EGHuK's gonna go for I would assume the same build he's been going for every game, or at least last game, because he's got the two assimilators down. Stardust, on the other hand, is going to go with that single assimilator style, unlike last game. So maybe he will not go DTs like he has the past two games. So maybe we'll see some Stargate play, because I could go for some Stargate play. Because Stargates are like my love. I love those Void Rays. All I do is Void Rays. So it looks like EGHuK actually is going to make a proxy pylon right outside of, I guess that would be in Stardust third. So it looks like EGHuK's going to try to play very, very aggressively this game. Unfortunately for him, Stardust has a probe in his base. So this is going to be one of those games, right, where both players forgate with proxy pylons, and they only warp in with proxy pylons. So it's like they're both killing. Okay, I don't know. I'm staring at this probe. They're both just killing each other, and we don't want that. Actually, proxy Stargate. I forgot that was a thing. I didn't even know we were playing Heart of the Swarm. So EGHuK's gonna go with a proxy Stargate. That's all well and good. And actually, it looks like Stardust might not actually make a proxy pylon in EGHuK's base. He might just keep that probe there, wait a little bit, and then go in and see all the tech, all the units that EGHuK has. And he's gonna come in here and be like, all right, well, I see one pylon, and I see one pylon, and you have a lot of probes. So you got your proxying something here. So the Stargate is almost over. Stardust is playing pretty standard here so far. He's adding on gates and stuff like that, so he might actually add a pylon there. But the problem is he has a Stalker in his base still. Now he doesn't, so that's bad. If he decided to keep that Stalker in his base, and it's actually going to be a 4-gate here, so it looks like he's going to build a pylon right there. So it's going to be kind of what I talked about, except instead of 2 4-gates, it's going to be 1. And it's actually going to be a proxy Void Ray. So what that's going to tell me is that EGHuK's actually going to decide to warp in at this pylon, right? Because the Void Ray, in my opinion, and I think EGHuK shares the opinion, is the Void Ray does a lot more damage against kind of the units, right? Or in the buildings of a player. The Oracle actually does a lot more damage against workers, but not so much against buildings and whatnot. So as you can see, that Void Ray just took that freaking Stalker to town, and Stardust was like, well, I do have 4 gates, and that's going to be really, really helpful, because I just got Warp Gate. But this Void Ray is actually capable of taking down, Stalkers left and right. And that Stalker does make it out, which is really fortunate for him, because these 4 Stalkers could actually take out this Void Ray and Stalker. Another Void Ray is coming in from behind, though, but the one Void Ray is getting focused down. EGHuK does manage to keep it alive, and the one Void Ray is going to try to take down the rest of these Stalkers here. The one Void Ray as well is going to be taking out these probes, and the other Void Ray will get... Okay, the one Void Ray is going to have to leave, so Stardust does stabilize here. There is a pylon in EGHuK's base, remember that. So the plane kind of, I wouldn't say it failed, but HUK's not in the best position right now. These gates are really late, and a big warp in here could actually just kill HUK. So that's something he has to be careful for, or careful of. And it looks like HUK's not going to be able to put any more pressure on, and isn't making from this Stargate because the pylon was taken out here by Stardust. And Stardust is going to warp in from this pylon, and HUK's going to have to pull everything here. So that's going to be really, really hard here for HUK to hold off. HUK's doing a good job here with his probes, trying to take out the stalkers here. But there's 4 gates here, as well as units coming in from the front, and I think that actually might be game, because HUK has 1 gate that doesn't even have warp gate. So I think that's it. HUK only has a stalker and a sentry, and Stardust has 3 zealots and 3 stalkers with the ability to make more units with this proxy pylon here. So looks like Stardust is going to take game number 3 and move on from the round of 16. And as you can see, Stardust took out that board right. So I'm pretty sure that's it. HUK's just, yep, there's GG, and Stardust is the winner of this best of 3. So thanks for watching, everyone. I'm going to try to create more StarCraft content regularly. Don't count on anything being too consistent, you know, just when I have free time to dabble in speaking words.